Hello and welcome to another video from Transport Fever 2. I'm RickboBaggins and this is the UK series and this is episode 7. As you can see, we've got 2 bus routes out, so this episode, as I mentioned in the last one, is all about setting up some bus routes for our cities. So we're going to focus on Liverpool, Manchester and Blackpool for today's episode. As you can see, Liverpool is the only one with a working bus route, i.e. a bus route with a bus on. And at the moment we have got a nice simple clockwise system going on at the moment, but we're going to change that up a little bit to a hub system, and this will have different spikes going into different areas. The reason why we're going to do this is I'll just explain a little bit of how these sims, as you could call them, the little people that are in your game, get about the map. So they have a choice of either using public transport or their own cars. So just the way they actually travel, if you press number 3, which is the land use layer, you can see green is the residential area, blue is your industrial area, and yellow is your commercial area. Now, you'll never get residents going from one residential area to another residential area. They'll only go to commercial areas and industry areas and back. They won't actually travel between commercial and industry. They'll only travel between residential and commercial, and then residential and industry. So keeping that in mind, we're going to start off in Manchester, and we're going to have a central hub system. As we can see, the bus station is already pretty central to our city. So I'm going to add 3 additional. At the moment we've got 2 stations, so we need at least 4. 1 for the tram, 1 for the residential area, 1 for the industry area, and 1 for the commercial area. So that'll be 4 in total. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to expand this bus station a little bit. And see, the reason why we're doing that is because we're getting a lot of traffic in certain areas. And I'm hoping that adding these buses in will reduce that. We are still on horse and cart, being $18.99. Trying to fix the problem before it becomes too much of an issue. So, unfortunately, some of these houses, I'm really sorry, residential properties, but you must go for our expansion needs. So if we click the bus station, click on configure, we can add some platforms. So as I mentioned, we need at least 4. What I want to do is going to make these a little bit bigger as well. That'll do for now. We'll fix that later, famous words. I'll make it look pretty later. We just want to make it efficient, make it actually work, and then we can make things look good. So after unnecessary zooming in and out, let's get some new lines set up. Manage lines, we can create a new line. So in fact, before we do that, we need to get some bus stations in, don't we? But it's got buildings. We're going to go with these bus stations, and if we press number 30, we can see different areas. So we need 1 for industry. Looks like we've already got one on there already. So what we're going to do, just delete that. So we've got the industry. Let's get one over to the commercial. And then we want one for our residential area as well. So we can put that one up here. So we have, what we'll do is, we'll just rename these. So we'll put this as commercial. Although this is industry. So IND, industry. We'll name this one commercial. So com and residential. So that'll be right. So the existing bus. I'm just going to rename this to city bus. B for bus, city. Then it's Manchester, and this will be industry. I'm going to set up another line. As I mentioned, 3 more lines is required. 2 more lines, should I say. So blue is residential, green is blue is commercial. Blue is industry, yellow is commercial, green is city bus, dark green is intercity buses. So city bus, intercity buses, or tram, coaches, etc. So these are all using different lines. So let's make you can use number. What happens if you use number 1? And then you can use number 2. So this is our bus station for Manchester. I still need to get some buses on it. Oh, it's alright. I'm happy with that. Let's get some buses on. First of all, let's manage this bus, because sure, we've got a better bus than this now. We'll go to passengers, and yeah, we've got a better bus. Now we actually need to click on the, so that's the tram, that's the road depot, so let's buy one for industry, another bus, so this is 12 miles per hour diesel, and it can carry 6 passengers at a time. It was introduced in 1891. So we've got one for residential. We just need commercial now, haven't we? Right, so with the bus stations, the bus stops, the buses, and the routes all set up for Manchester. Move over to Liverpool now. Get rid of this, we don't need this for now. So what we're going to do here, so we've got our main bus station over here, and we've not got much room to expand that. That's not getting any bigger. We'll press configuration. We try and put an extra one on. Yeah, I don't like. Not enough room without having to rework the entire thing. So, if we do another bus station, maybe we do one over here somewhere. Let's have a look at his buildings, passengers. Press 3. We've got residential, industry, and commercial. I'm thinking we might put the bus stop. Yes, we will. We'll just delete this. You know what? I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Always change it as the city grows, and if we do need an extra entrance exit. So, as I mentioned before, like we did in Manchester, we want to do little spikes out. So, just in number 3, we can see where we need it. We need one over in industry. Obviously, we've got one going to the Liverpool bus station, which is, if that's, I want to call that the Liverpool bus station. And this one can be the ferry station. So it's commercial area, is industry area. I want one over to residence as well. A lot of traffic here, I don't know if I want to put it up here. No, we will do, we'll put it just off this road, I think. Trying to keep the naming convention somewhat manageable. As we get further down the line, we're going to have a lot of lines, so just being able to maintain the vehicles in groups is always a good idea, just to make things a little bit more efficient. So we've got the commercial one up, we just need to rename that road, don't we? No, it's already been named. So we've got all 4 of our lines going in. At the moment they're kind of all over the place, so this bus stop here, let's go into the ferry. Do we choose a different colour for that? Got an extra one from Manchester. Not for now, let's just call that purple ferry. Yeah, that's slightly darker, slightly different green. So at the moment we've got these actually using different lanes, I think, stations. Phase number 2. In fact, you can use number 1. You can use number 2. We've got one for commercial, one for residential, one for... Yeah, we don't need this bus stop. I'm going to delete it. But that... Oh, it's going to affect us going forward, but... That's fine. We'll just manage this station. I'll just get rid of Church Street altogether. Gives it a bit of a more direct route now. Don't think them two are crossing over each other either, so that's nice. No, none of them are crossing over apart from... Oh, no, I think we've done it. If that's residential. And we move that one. Work on that side. No, it's not crossing over itself. Don't know why it goes up there, but that'll be it. So that is the that's Liverpool done. And Manchester done as well. So let's work on Blackpool. Blackpool, we've only just started getting stuff into Blackpool, so slowly increasing. So let's see if we can where the best place for a bus station will be on here. Press number 3 again, get that land use layer up. 3 is on your numpad, by the way, on the right of your keyboard. And we wanted a bus station, didn't we? Let's do a standard bus station. Trying to get somewhere central. There's a train line there, but it's cargo, not resident, not passenger. So I think that's part of Liverpool. So basically, what we've got to work on here is this bit here. I'm trying to think of the best place for. So we want one can be there. One can go there. One can go there. We use the bus station as the bus stop, so then we only have 2. We've put this in the commercial area. Maybe I put it double 1. Can we make these roads a bit bigger? Whole bus station. So we want a couple bus stops. So let's get the same bus stops we were using previously, which were these ones here. Pressing 3 just to make sure we're covering each area. This is already like commercial, so I'm just going to set up 2 lines for now. We'll do I don't know, one here. What I'll do is industry, and then we want as residential, so maybe we'll do one there for residential. Just oops, Control Z. Oh, skip. Right, we want this one to be industry, I think it was. Yeah, blue. It's already commercial. So we'll do this one as commercial. Alright, let's get his lines in. The blue. It's a bus in the city. Belongs to Blackpool. And it's industry, so I and D. Control and A, Control and C to copy that for his next one. And we'll do this one as green for residential. Get rid of that and put RES on the end. Right. Making sure that these don't go over each other. I'll change that to number 2. Not crossing paths though. Back on itself and not in a loop, but that's not too much of an issue. You see now we've got all the city buses all in one place. Told you we'll get the naming convention there eventually. So the industry crossing over itself. So if we do that as number 2, stop it crossing over itself. And making sure that these use different lines, which they are doing. What I'm going to do as well is with the rest of them, configure that. We're going to put some extra bus stops in. Okay, 3 wide. And we are going to go with 4. So we've got 1 for residential, commercial, industry. Then we're going to have 1 for the tram. Is it worth me in the 6 in now? Got 5 in now. Don't have to get rid of any buildings. Now where's the so this is the tram, isn't it? On Liverpool to Manchester tram. Now do I do a tram from Manchester to Blackpool? Or a tram from Blackpool to Manchester? Liverpool to Manchester. Blackpool even. We'll get the words right. There's a lot going on in this bus station. Does mean if someone gets off the ferry and wants to go to Blackpool, they have to go to Manchester then to Blackpool. We'll like destroy this and rebuild it. It makes more sense doing it this way. I know it's going to be waiting around and we might cause some traffic, but you can always get rid of it if needs be. Right, tram tool. There we are, now we have a proper route. So, we are going to put that tram system in place. Do a new line. And maybe we want it to come from Liverpool. Dark green. And this is going to be a tram, so TR. I'm going to put it as ICE, Intercity Exchange, and that's Liverpool to Blackpool. And we need to buy a tram for it as well. Where's the tram depot? Oh, we've got electric electric trams now. This has 11, so same amount of people. Goes 1 miles per hour quicker. more importantly, the emissions come down drastically by 12. Yeah, the residential don't like emissions, so it's going to reduce the city growth. It's going to slow down your growth if you have a lot of emissions in the residential area. Now, the commercial area and the industry area, they don't give two monkeys about the emissions at all. So, do what you want, make it as polluted as possible, and they don't care. It will continue to grow. But the residentials, they won't have any of it. No nonsense when it comes to emissions. So, yeah, that's the 3 main cities in the UK map. We've got quite a lot to do. We've been focusing on this little bit of area here. Obviously we will branch out as the episodes go on. This is only episode 7, and I thought I'd just nice quick episode out for you guys on buses. So we're in 1899. We're gonna hit play. But let's just bring up our lines. While we hit play, we'll get the right button. Right. As I mentioned last episode, we now need a scroller for all our lines. So we have created quite a few different routes. What we haven't done is put vehicles on them. So let's do that now. If I do this. So let's get some buses. Autosave needs changing. I've reinstalled Windows and haven't played up to an hour, so we need to get that changed. Do that off camera. Now we've got a bus for each line that we've just created, and a tram. Tram line as well between Liverpool and Blackpool. So now if someone gets the ferry, they've got a choice of getting the tram to Blackpool or Manchester, and then getting the city buses to wherever they need to work or shop. As mentioned, residents don't visit other residents, but they will visit commercial areas for shopping and industry areas for work. And we've got that for each city, so just a matter of pressing play now. And let's just get rid of everything, so we've got a nice clean view. Ooh, something's all eyes could not reach. Why can't you reach? Follow your route. Not connect all stations. Let's manage this line. Liverpool to Blackpool, why is it not? Let's try this again. So, on Liverpool, Manchester. The route there, telling you. I've not done that bit. Wow, it's because I didn't do that bit. But that were a bit weird. Even though the lines was already there for the Manchester to Liverpool tram. I'm not sure why you couldn't use the same lines. Maybe because it wasn't electrified. And I just had tram lines and I didn't have any electric going to the lines. And I wanted to put an electric vehicle rather than a steam one. Or a horse-driven tram. That must be the reason. The reason we're going with anyway. So yeah, we're gonna press play now. And watch all our buses come out. Watch the city regrow, because we've destroyed quite a few buildings to make room for our bus stations. Let's get it on ×4. Does mean we're going to approach the 1900s, which I will bring you back in episode 8 to check out all the new vehicles that we get in 1900 and look at improving and upgrading some of our trains and vehicles and trying to make some of our existing lines a little bit more efficient. We'll just have a look at our cities. We've got Manchester, Liverpool and Blackpool. Hopefully we'll see some of the my transport, public transport, go up and some of the private transport go down as we get on. Do want to give it a little bit of time for these to actually make uses of the stations. So let's, for an example, let's bring up, in fact, let's go look at Manchester bus station. Yeah, it's starting to get passengers. Head over to Liverpool. In fact, alright, so we've got the Liverpool bus station, the Manchester bus station, and the Blackpool bus station. And we are on 1st of January, so what I'm going to do there, I'm going to save the game. And this is going to be episode 8, where I will see you next. And that'll be next week. So, as always, guys, if you've stuck it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out, try and reach new people. Anyone you know that might like this type of content, get the link shared to them. And as always, thanks for watching, and happy gaming.